First of all, I would like to thank the mercy of God, great virtue of holy masters and teachers, kindness of transmitters, lecturers, temple hosts, staff members, and all of you to give me this opportunity to share the Holy Scripture, the 10 exhortations of Huang's home letter. So we are on the second exhortations last time. So our Holy Mother wants us to learn from the saints and Buddha to cultivate our Buddha mind. So I'll make the true nature. And then also she talked about male cultivator need to nurture our true nature and follow the standard regulation. The female cultivators need to be gentle and virtuous. Okay, so a little different between male cultivator and female cultivators. The other thing the Holy Mother talk about, all the children from the temples need to follow all the rules and regulation. And then we need to learn from the sages and worthies to cultivate and to emulate their Buddha mind. Okay, Buddha mind. Yeah. So we'll continue next one. I, birthless mother, repeat these words for you to remember them and act cautiously, introspect, and keep this in your minds and be filled with two great joys. So Holy Mother, she is a birthless mother. So she continued to repeat the above words, all the words we're going to describe in these scriptures for us to remember them. She wants us to remember them and act very carefully. Introspect means always reflect ourselves, make sure, keep asking ourselves, have we improved? Have we followed all the rules? Have we also have our true nature in charge? So keep this in our mind and be filled with a true great joys. Great joys means perfect happiness. Okay, so we keep doing that. That's what we were filled with great joys. The Book of Changes, next one. Okay, this is male is representative by the three solid lines. If you see on the right hand side, three solid lines on the top, that's male. Okay, and the female is represented by three broken lines in the bottom of this diagram. You see three broken lines. So represented the top one is a represent the heaven, okay, yin and the yang, okay. The bottom one is represent the earth, the yin, okay. When Wuji is the absolute state, begin to move. Wuji is one circle, complete circle, okay, cover everything. It creates into great ultimate Tai Chi, okay. Then Tai Chi create two modes. In this is the one black color is yin and yang. So it will be have two yin yang, two modes, and two modes will create four forms. Okay, so that's in the Book of Changes. That's pretty. It's a book. If people want to understand, know more a little bit on those kind of philosophy and principles, you can read the Book of Changes. It's pretty interesting for a lot of people to read it. Okay, I'm not an expert of about the Book of Changes, so we're not going to go to detail today. Then Holy Mother also talk about that. The male regards as a heaven, we just said it before, and female regard as earth, okay? And both operate in order. So male and female have their responsibilities. Heaven becomes canopy. Canopy means like a curtain which cover everything. The earth is became the support beneath. So Earth is, that's why Earth is under all of us, okay? To support the needs. So the curtain means heaven is on the top, Earth on the bottom, okay? This is not against karma principles, okay? So Holy Mother hope all my children, all her children, simulate, follow the heaven and earth, because heaven, just take one example, like a sun and moon, they came out every day, and they, no matter it rains, sunshine, or what kind of days, they always come out, okay? They take care of everybody equally. They treat everybody equally. There's no difference. And earth is have a big, have a lot of virtues. Also, plant the food, for us to plant the food to eat, to survive, okay? So we need to learn from the heaven and earth, have a big, broad mind too. Also, overcome our human nature. So this is very important here. We need to overcome our human natures. What are the human natures? Means human emotions and desires. Okay, here we're gonna, this book, Holy Mother talks about the 7 emotions and 6 desires. Those are the problems keep us in this universe, keep us from, that's the reason why we keep reincarnate, okay? So we need to get rid of 7 emotions: joy, anger, sorrow, happiness, love, evil, or we can say hatred, lust, or desires. Okay, this stuff. That means we cannot have joy, but don't overdo. We need to manage and control it. And then like anger, we need to control the anger. Okay, we need to calm down, steal energy to deal things every day. Okay, don't lose ourselves. Okay, then we will create our own. When something happens, we will create our own karma there. So we need. It means sometimes so many good things happen. We are very happy. That's good, but don't overdo and create a problem for ourselves. Okay, so all those stuff we need to control that: joy, anger, sorrow, happiness, love, evil, and desire. Okay, and we also need to control desires as human nature. What are the desires? 6. Those are 6 that come from our 6 organs. Okay, that's why we have desires. Our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mindset. So those 7 emotions and 6 desires, we hope everybody remember those items. Try to remember that, because those are the most important things we need to know. Then we need to get rid of our 6 desires, okay? Because our eyes like to see good things. Ears like to hear good stuff. Nose like to smell good stuff too. Tongue likes to taste good stuff. Body like to touch good stuff. Mindset, the same thing. We like to have good stuff. So those kind of stuff create a karma for ourselves, okay? So we need to overcome. We need to control and manage our human nature. So those are the human nature we need to manage and control. And then important things, we need to restore the proprieties. We need to restore proprieties, okay? That's Holy Mother talking about. So she hoped all her children regulate the forces of yin and yang. Why? Because all like Buddhas and saints, when they cultivate, they become 100% yang. Okay, and then all the ghosts in the underworld, in the hell, are 100% yin. Human beings are almost 50% yin, 50% yang. So in our life, yin we can say is negative, yang we can say is positive. So we need to get rid most yin. Okay, don't try not to have negative thoughts. don't want to have negatives because they're in. Okay, will not help us to cultivate. And then try to have all 100% yang, like Buddhas or saints. Okay, that's important in our daily life, every day. Don't think about negative stuff. Don't think about bad stuff. Let it go. Those will not help us in our cultivation. So always go think about positive way in our lives. Okay, we're going to face difficulties, challenges, tragedies, all kinds of issues in our lives, financially, family, jobs, anything could come to us. But tell ourselves, those are the tests, the trials from God and Buddhas. They try to test us because we are the candidates of Buddhas. So they try to give us a test to see we can pass the tests, to pass the trials. Okay? So don't be afraid don't feel bad for them. Something happened to us? No. That's the trials from God and Buddhas. Okay? So allow the true nature to reveal. The most important thing, we need to get rid of all the yin and then transform, convert to the yang, and then allow our true nature to in charge every day. So every daily life, for example, if we facing something, we deal with something and we don't like it, we kind of upset and also get a little emotion coming out. At that moment, we already have desire coming out, emotion coming out. No, we need to control ourselves. Tell ourselves immediately, no, we cannot do that. We need to have a true nature in charge, no emotion. Don't lose ourselves. That's at the right moment, we need to manage ourselves. Okay? That's on the daily life. Very, very important concept. Next, Holy Mother talk to us. To the man, avoid the lust. Lust means have very strong sexual desires. Try to control that. Okay? Not have an illegal sexual relationship, except husband and wife are legal relationship, but not other than that, we cannot have it. To the woman, avoid the prostitution. Okay? Means what does that mean? To avoid to practice or engage in sexual activity with someone for payment. So we cannot do that. Holy Mother mentioned that, especially here, she talked about here very carefully. Okay, we try to translate all these Chinese words in English. Okay, but that's why Holy Mother is mentioned. She mentioned about it. So we need to pay attention to that. The other thing is love and purify ourselves. We need to love ourselves. Okay, love ourselves and purify ourselves. Okay, we are like Buddhas. We need to love ourselves and purify ourselves. Okay, don't look down ourselves at all. We are the Buddha reborn. Don't forget. Okay, to the men, do not steal. Okay, so she reminds us again. To the men, do not steal. Okay, sometimes we may not do the big steal. Okay, steal something from somebody else. But I'm making one example. For example, teachers and Buddha mentioned one time. For example, we are working in a company. However, we take the pen from the job, from the company home, then that's a small steal. That's a steal. Or we are working for the company, and we use the company time to make a phone call. Or use company's phone to make a phone call. That's the steal. So be careful. Little things are there. Okay? They record it down, every little thing, every day. Okay? Don't underestimate. Okay? Those things is just small items. We can do it. Nobody knows. No. Heaven knows, earth knows, you know, Buddha knows. Okay? We know, Buddha knows. So we had to be very careful. We may not make big steals, but we have to be careful. Little things we steal. A lot of times, sometimes we make a phone call when we are on the job. Especially for people who work for the government or public association, like a school, college, or any kind of public association. We still have to be careful because like when we work for government, state government or federal government, then we use the office hour to make a phone call or do something. We steal the money from the sanction bin. That's pretty scary. Okay, be careful there. Okay, we need to manage ourselves. To the woman, do not degrade ourselves. What yourself? What does that mean? Degrade means low promote to a lower rank. So do not like also look down ourselves. Okay. So men do not steal, women do not degrade ourselves. Okay. Cleanse your minds and become free of worries, especially worries. Every day we're gonna in our lives we worry a lot of stuff. Okay. We worry about our job, worry about family, worry about our financial situation and other stuff. But Holy Mother told us, try to become free of worry. That's what we need to be. Don't in this life, as long as we have place to stay, the food to eat, and we receive that, we can cultivate and propagate that. Nothing is more important than that. That's Holy Mother try to remind us. Okay. And try to keep our mind clean, okay? Yeah, Holy Mother keep repeating a lot of stuff to all of us. Just want us to remember this book, the Holy Scripture, the 10 exhortations of Huang's home later. It's probably one of the most important books in Tao Temple. So try to have this book on our hand and keep remind ourselves with all the wisdom words from all the saints and Buddha and general marshals and Holy Mother too. Okay, so this book are one of the most important books in our temple, especially from Holy Mother. Let's continue. Holy Mother hope and wish all of us, the men, have a job. That's important things in our life. Men have job. And woman has a suitable family. What does that mean? Have good marriage, good family and kids together. Okay? Respectively. Carry out their prescribed duties, adjusting according to four seasons. So men and female have their own duties prescribed. Yeah, men have different duties. Now society is a little different. Today, women also go out to work. In old days, most of the time, men go to work, female members stay home, take care of all the children and families. Okay, today is a little different. But we all have to carry out our own prescribed duties. Okay, adjust according to the four seasons. So different seasons, they have a different job to do. Okay, comfort the old, nurture the young, teach them ethic conduct. So this is a very like utopia or paradise situation. Comfort the old people. They have a place to stay. They have children and family with them. So the young kids were being raised up. And then teach them. We need to teach young kids with what? Ethical conduct. Especially today, preventing the instance of the steal and robbery, especially society today, especially the economy situation is getting worse. Some people may not have a job, and then they try to survive. So a lot of incidents happening, especially the instance of a steal and robbery everywhere today, unfortunately. So we need to teach kids, and all of us, we need to know the ethical conduct. So when they grow up, they will not do illegal stuff. And then because everything we do, there is karma behind that. Everything we do, there is karma behind it. We need to know that. But American, we do not know karma too much, cause and effect, causalities, because everything we do, everything we think, everything we do, everything we behave, have karma, okay? So we have to be careful there. We have to be careful there. So one thought, Buddha said, one thought is one seed of reincarnation. One thought is one seed of reincarnation. Reincarnation we planted immediately. So how many thoughts do we have every day? Thousands of them, hundreds of them, right? Just one thought. We create reincarnation for all of us. So that's why we need to practice the exercise. Get rid of affinity. Do not raise a single thought. Get rid of affinities. Do not raise a single thought. Holy teacher give explanation for this sentence. Get rid of affinity. Do not raise a single thought. Holy teacher said, no attachment. Okay. Do not attach to forms. And then always very pure and innocent. Do not attach all the material stuff in our life. That's not easy, but we need to learn, try to do it. Okay, Holy Teacher mentioned it. Purifying the world into a utopia, okay, is a Holy Mother's wish. Holy Mother wish this is a peaceful, harmonious world today. Unfortunately, there's economy issues, there's global warming. You can see that global warming, and also a lot of shooting going on, especially in USA, and also a lot of people suffering in the world, everywhere. I'm in Texas today. So last week we have 110 degree last week. So we already have over 10, 15 days over 102, 103 degrees every day. So even go up to 109, 110 degrees. So everywhere, globally, it's warming. It's global warming problem we have. So we need to protect this environment. We really need to help. Okay. So Holy Mother wish all this world. We transfer this world into a lotus pool. That's her hope. Okay. Holy Mother also hope the fathers. The Father is merciful, and children are filial. Okay, so what? So in this case, enjoying the love of family. So whole families are very enjoying together. It's when the whole family enjoy the love of the family together, very peaceful, in harmony. What does that mean? We are already in heaven. So we don't wait until the moment we have to leave this world to go to heaven. No, we can make this family, our environment, as utopia. Not wait until the moment we have to go to make the world, to go to the heaven. We need to make this our family, our society, as a heaven. That's Holy Mother hoping. It's not easy, but that's her wishes, her hope. And the mother's virtuous characters is like spring sunshine. Okay, it's like our 18th matriarch. Everybody knows that. She has virtuous characters, always, especially for the ladies or females. We can learn from our 18th matriarch. Okay, it's like a spring sunshine, accompanied by red flowers and green grasses. With her there, we can feel that spring is there. Okay. Next one, Holy Mother talk about the image of the family happiness and harmony is indeed beautiful. Make one comfortable. That's what we all hope for. Okay, right? The image of family happiness and harmony. That's what we talk about. This is heaven. indeed beautiful, make one comfortable. So we are already in heaven in the family. That's why we need to create that kind of environment in our family. In each family, we're going to have issues. We're going to have challenges. We're going to have problems and others. But however, we need to find a way to communicate. We need to find a way to resolve together. Try not to have an argument. Try not to have against each other, because this might create big karma for us in the future life. That's not what we want to do. Okay, there are no difficulties if one is willing to work for this. One can fulfill one's vow. Holy Mother is talking about. So we want to have a family happiness and harmony in our home. It's not too difficult. We want to have a heaven at home. It's not too difficult. If we're willing to work on it, if we're willing to do it, so when we can fulfill our vow to do that. Okay. Sometimes we didn't know that. People always hope one day we can go to heaven. No, we need to make our family as a heaven first before we go to heaven one day. Okay. Holy Mother encouraged her children, all of us, hoping us to work harder. Yeah, she always tells us to work harder. She hopes that all of us will complete our cultivation one day and quickly return to absolute heaven. So Holy Mother, you want us to put all the best effort we can to cultivate, to propagate down, okay? This lifetime, I just try to say one thing. In this lifetime, we used to do a good our job to make a living. The other most important thing is to cultivate and propagate down. That's the other, because we came down from heaven. We had a mission, duty, and responsibility to bring all the sentient beings, whoever has affinity with us and Buddhas, to go back with us together. We had that missions. We are Buddha reborn. We had a position in heaven originally. We didn't even know where we were before, okay? But Buddha, Holy Teacher, always try to remind all of us, we are the Buddha reborn. Don't forget. We are the Buddha reborn. So we have a Buddha. We have true nature. We have true self in ourselves and outside ourselves. Our true nature is the same true nature of Buddhas. No difference. Okay? So we know we are the Buddha reborn. Okay? But we need to, everything we do, we need to base on our true nature, Buddha nature. Don't do anything against our conscience. Okay? Don't do anything hurt ourselves. Okay? Don't do anything against our virtues. So Holy Mother's hope we can complete our cultivation one day. Yeah, we will complete one day. No matter how long, we don't know. But everybody, all of us, have to go one day. But we will quickly return to our home of spirit heaven, where we came from originally. Holy Mother of all of us. Yeah, that's what we want to be, right? Then if we want to make a Buddha vow again, after we go back, we can come down again to say more sentient being. We could do that. But if we are the Buddha reborn to come down again, we can choose where we want to reborn. We can choose that. Okay? Like our senior gene transmitter, the sister. His sister went to reborn when she came to a reunion with all of us. She told us she went to reborn. She reborn, I think, is in China. That's what she talked about. But usually they reborn. When the Buddha reborn, they didn't choose the famous or maybe a very beautiful, good environment to reborn. No, the reason because most of the time they don't reborn in the very rich family. Do you know why? Because when we have everything in our lives, we don't want to cultivate. That's a problem for normal people. We have beautiful life. We got everything. We have everything. We may not want to listen in the class, to listen to those scriptures, listen to cultivate. No, we want to go out. But that's a big difference there. So when Buddha reborn, they choose the family, may not be rich, but they know they can receive Tao, they can cultivate and propagate Tao in their family, in their society. That's where they choose to reborn, especially a lot of females member today. Okay, so Buddha usually reborn as a females most of the time right now. They don't want to reborn as a male cultivators. Because male usually have to go out to business, okay? And then they have too much social life. They might smoke, they might drink. That's not what Buddha want to do, okay? So they choose, when they reborn, they are very, very careful, okay? When Buddha reborn, they are very, very careful. To my children, Holy Mother continued to encourage all of us. All of us must understand the true meaning of life. Establish ourselves first, then hope to establish others too, and spread the true Tao principle. So Holy Mother encouraged us what? To understand the true meaning of life. What does that mean? Means we came down from heaven, has a mission there. We came here for a reason, responsibility, and duties. Because in the previous life, maybe in previous life, we told our holy teacher. We might cultivate under our holy teacher's temple. And we told our holy teacher, we want to come down in this lifetime to help to receive Tao, and then also help him to shoulder the mission of cultivation and propagation to bring whoever has affinity with us and Buddhas to go back with all of us. That's why we need to cherish the moment to do that. And then we had a duty. That's the meaning of the lives we have. We don't even know, we forgot. Our senior grand predecessors always said, we are not just come down to this world and then grow up, have a family, have kids, have grandchildren. Then we go back, we leave this world. No, it's not that simple. We had a big mission we need to accomplish. Okay? If we don't fulfill our vows, we cannot go back to our original positions in heaven. Okay? If we don't fulfill our vows, which we make in heaven and in the earth, we cannot go back to our original position in the heaven, in the absolute heaven. So Holy Mother wants us to establish ourselves first, to make sure we cultivate ourselves first, follow all the proprieties, all the rules, and get our Buddha nature in charge. Then we can help others to do the same thing, to bring them to receive Tao, bring them to cultivate, to propagate Tao with us. Also come to class with all of us. Then we can spread the Tao, through Tao principle together, okay? So Holy Mother is I tell you, we are very lucky and fortunate to listen to the Holy Mother scripture. The Holy Mother scripture, they are not many. They are not many. Very precious, okay? Excuse me. Not all of us can hear this regularly. So we need to cherish this moment to study the scripture from Holy Mother. Really, really need take all those words seriously, not just read it and forget it. We need to remember what she said, okay? And Holy Mother wants us, at the end of this book, Holy Mother wants us, whatever we learn here in this book, we need to share with others. And the Holy Mother will give us some credits, merits. Now, because we want to earn the credit, because automatically, Holy Mother said, if we do that, we will earn the credit too and merits. Okay? We need to keep doing that to share those information with others. Then we talk about the third admonishment to her children is she hopes all of us are successful in returning to absolute heaven. So she hopes, she really hopes all of us can return there one day, okay? So this is very, very important. We need to follow all the priorities, rules, regulations, have Buddha nature in charge, do the right thing. We talk about so many details we need to do. Then we can successfully return to our original position in absolute heaven. That's Holy Mother wants us to do. She is so kind to keep remind us of these items, one at a time, so many item by item. It's not too difficult to control your emotions and conquer anger. When one achieves perfections with other wishes, with their wishes, according to the truth, they should understand the beginning to end. Holy Mother talked about it's not too difficult to control our emotion. Maybe from Holy Mother, yes, she said it's not too difficult. But she said, basically, we need to control our emotion every day because those 6, 7 emotions are so important to control. If we don't control it, we will create karma for ourselves. We will create karma for ourselves. That's not what, then what happened? Once we create karmas, we need to suffer the consequence. We need to pay for it. You see today, some people are suffering. Why? Because the karma they have created in previous life could be these lifetimes. People did not know that. The karma is very fair. Okay? Justice is very fair. There's no exception. Okay? Let me make one example. If somebody kills, if one person A kills person B, usually person A gets to go to jail to suffer that. Then the person A might have to pay the civil suit punishment. The other things, person B, and once the person B get under the world, go to hell to suffer. Could be 100 years. We don't know. It depends on individual karma. Could be some people could be 50 years, 100 years, 300 years. Some lectures even stay there for 300 years before in their previous life. Once the people B came out from the underworld, from the hell, he would chase the people A in their lifetime. Sometimes they chase for 300 years, 500 years, wait for the opportunity. Okay? They always chase for a few hundred years, maybe 50 years. So that's what happened to all of us. Got to be careful. Don't create karmas. We have one lectures. He was chased by his creditors for over 308 years. 308 years. You know why? Because the person he killed in previous lives, those people that he killed were under the hell for 300 years to get punishment. Once they came out, 300 years later, then they chased our lectures, these lectures. However, this lecture always work hard, do the best efforts in the temple for 8 years. By the moment these lectures transferred to different temple in different area, he didn't go to the temple, he didn't like it. Then his creditors follow him, ask him to pay back immediately. So one of our lectures in Taiwan, he got an auto accident very, very badly. He almost died. A holy teacher, Qigong Living Buddha, went to save him. So sometimes we may not be lucky for holy teacher to save us, but karma, always justice is fair, will not have any mistake or surprise. No, always very fair. Okay, so everything we do, everything we think, everything we behave, always have karma. We have to pay attention. Cause and effect, don't forget. Okay. In US, we may not keep talking about karma at all. Some people might know. Not all the people know cause and effect. But we need to cultivate and propagate we need to know karma. We need to know cause and effect. Whatever we do, there's always result. We do good things, there's a good result. We do bad things, there's a bad result. So, and we need to conquer, we need to control our anger today, especially in this world today. You look at how many angers in the world today, okay? People are not helping each other enough. People, you see, so many issues there, racial issues, okay? Look at the war between Ukraine and Russia. See how many anger will create there, how many karma will be created there. So sometimes I said before, one bomb dropped to the one area, it's just not human being got hurt or got killed. Animals underneath will get killed and injured too. Those karmas. And that's why I remember while religion leader, in the beginning of this book, while religion leader talk about, they wish all the leaders know the karma. Try to stop the war, do not create more karmas for themselves, okay? Sometimes people do not know that, okay, unfortunately. In the meantime, we need to control the anger. So once we lost the moment we lost ourselves, what happened? We will create karma for ourselves. So we angry, we get upset, we get emotion, tell ourselves down. Holy teacher always tell us, take a deep breath, okay? Don't react immediately, calm down. Every day we need to tell ourselves to calm down every day, okay? I remember I used to live in New Jersey. And every week we have to go to New York for the class on Sunday. And then especially Sunday night, we come back. Always, New York City traffic always pretty crowded, okay? Then everybody want to go home early. And then people always cut each other. The car cut each other all the time. So in the beginning, we said, Jesus, how could that be? But Buddha teach us, calm down. The people who cut us, they might have emergency, urgent stuff to deal with. They might have something happen to them in their family. Let them go first, okay? Then the other thing in our mind, we need to wish all the people, all the sentient beings around us can get home safely. We wish them well. So Holy Teacher, Buddha teach us how to deal with those situations. We need to learn that. Every day, something will happen to us. We deal things, people, and others. We need to don't create a like or dislike. Just calm down to deal with them. When we are done with dealing, we let them go. Okay? Then we don't create a karma for ourselves. We need to learn that. That's a Tao principle and cultivation. We need to learn how to apply those philosophies in our daily life. That's what we need to do, okay? Sometimes we saw, how do I learn the Tao to apply to daily life? That's the principles we need to apply to our daily life, okay? Don't get upset, don't get emotional. Control our 7 emotions every day. Every day, control our 7 emotions every day. Control that, manage that, okay? Like Buddha. You see the Buddhas, okay? They are very calm, very still, okay? Why? Because they manage their 7 emotions very well, okay? We need to do the same thing, okay? Holy Mother said that when we achieve perfections with our wishes, according to the truth, then what happened? We understand the beginning to the end, okay? So it's not too difficult. Once we do know what we have to do to let our true nature in charge, always keep doing that should understand the beginning to end. From the beginning to the end, we always maintain it. Not easy, just to practice, get rid of all the affinities, do not waste a single thought. Holy Teacher wants us to do 1 hour a day. Sometimes we may do 30 seconds, one minute, then we couldn't do it. That's fine. Then when we have time, we keep doing that. 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, 30 seconds, that's okay. Keep doing that. Get used to the habit of get rid of affinity, do not waste a single thought. Once we do longer and longer every day, when we sleep, we will do that too. automatically when we sleep. You will do it by yourself. So once we get into the habit, that's what we need to practice every day. Once we go back to absolute heaven, go back to our home, make our life easier. Make our life easier. Because when we have physical body, it's very easy to learn the things. Learn temple regulation, learn all the Tao principles. Once we go back to heaven, absolute heaven, very hard to learn. Because at that time, we don't have physical bodies. We only have our true nature with a sense, with a feeling of our bodies only. So at that time, it's very slow process. In this lifetime, we can bring people to receive Tao and to cultivate with us. We can earn the merit or credit. But however, when we go back to heaven, to absolute heaven, we don't have, there are not too many opportunities, there are no opportunity for us to earn the credit and merit anymore. You know why? I remember one temple host, Lin, Holy teacher took him to the heaven, absolute heaven. And the first thing he's looking for the restroom in heaven. Holy teacher said they don't need a restroom in heaven. So even when he wanted to clean the restroom, he didn't have chance to earn a merit there to clean the restroom. So it's totally different there in the heaven, okay, in the absolute heaven. So we need to, in this lifetime, we have opportunity to earn the merit and credit. Why not? Why not? Do the good thing, help sentient beings, help the temple, help others, to bring them to receive Tao, ask them to cultivate and propagate Tao with all of us together and go back together. That's the best thing happen to all of us, okay? And we can earn the merits. Why not? Holy Mother keep talking about in cultivating the heavenly Tao, focus on ourselves. Focus on ourselves. The Holy Teacher also said the same thing. If you nothing, so focus on ourselves. Do not mind others. What does that mean? Do not mind others. Means do not pay attention, too much attention to others. That also means don't involve with others to create our own karma, like gossip. Sometimes we say something behind people's back. We don't create that kind of karma for ourselves. That's what it means. Do not mind others. Okay? We need to concentrate on ourselves, focus on ourselves. Holy Teacher always said that if anything is nothing to do with us, for us to become a sense of Buddha, it means don't pay too much attention to it. If the things help us to become sense of Buddha, we will pay attention to it. If it's not help us to become sense and Buddha, we don't pay too much attention, don't spend too much energy and to waste there, okay? Especially do not gossip or say something behind people's back or do something behind people. That's not what we want to do, okay? That's what it means. Do not mind others, okay? Cut off 7 emotions, 6 desires: greed, stubbornness, ignorance, and anger or rage. So this is a very important sentence here. Everybody should remember that, okay? All of us should remember, including me, okay? I need to remember that too. Cut off the 7 emotions, okay? Those are 7 emotions, don't forget. You can take a picture to remember that, okay? Take a picture of the slide when the director send the file to all of us later. Take a picture on this file. Right now, remember those 7 emotions, okay? So Holy Mother wants us to cut off 7 emotions. As I remember, this book keep talking about 7 emotional, 6 desire a few times. Holy Mother keep remind us because those items keep us reincarnate. Okay, we need to escape from the bitter seed. We need to do what Holy Mother talked about. Get rid of 7 emotions, okay, and then 6 desires, because it means come from 6 organs. Don't let our 6 organs in charge. Every day, when we want to get upset, get angry, means our 6 organs are in charge. We need, when we are calm, we are very still, we are very peaceful. Means what? Our true nature is coming out. Okay, we need to do that every day. Every day. That's one of the most important things on the cultivation. Then the other thing is greed. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Okay, we don't want to have greed. Well, and the other one is that stubbornness, or sometimes we call ignorance. Stubbornness attached to so many things we cannot even let go. Stubbornness. We won't let go. People can see it, but we won't see it. Especially sometimes people give us some suggestions. Some people give us wisdom words. We don't want to listen because it's hard to take it. We are stubborn, okay? Okay, we don't want to have stubbornness. Especially once we cultivate more and more, every day we need to open our mind, willing to listen. We want to be a good listener. Good listener, especially we go out to bring people to receive Tao. We need to listen to them. I remember old days when I go out, try to bring people to introduce Tao to the people. I talk a lot. That's a problem I had. I talk a lot. And then we don't even know they can accept or not. We talk too much, especially me in that case. The old days, I always do that. Talk a lot. Okay? Now we learn a little bit each time. We say we need to listen to them. Listen to them to find out what they want, what they need. Okay? And then once we know more about them, become a friend. Become a friend. Then we can talk about Tao. We don't need to talk about Tao the first time we meet them, anyone else. Okay? We don't have to do that. Old days, I always do that. That's not good. Okay? We need to become a friend with them. Okay? We need to become their friends first. Don't want to, first time we meet them, we keep talking about Tao. And we talk a lot. No, that's not the way to do it. Okay? That's why we all learn from our mistake. I did it before. Okay? We have to learn that. And then we also have to cut off, get rid of all the angers and rages. Okay? Yeah, anything happen, don't get upset. Don't get angry. Okay? Calm down. Okay? Hey, seems always keep calm down ourselves and still our energy and spirits. Okay? So this is a sentence. I hope everybody will remember all this stuff. Yeah, that's Holy Mother keep talking to all of us to remember. Emotions and love are shackles or locks. Those tie the body. Fame, gain, or benefit are a present that limit one's mind. This is probably one of the most important sentences too. In the life, we have emotion. Especially the emotion here, we have a 7 emotion here, we talk about it. Okay? And also, one emotion here is very important. The men and females, the love relationship emotion is also part of this one. That's what Holy Mother is talking about. This emotion is also in the love in between. Are the lock, are the shackles, those tie ourselves. You look like young people when they're in love, sometimes they lost themselves. You know that? They lost themselves, become very emotional. That's not help all of them. They might create karma for themselves too. Okay, so we have to be careful. So emotion and love are shackles. Those tie our body. So we are not free anymore after that. Okay, so we need to maintain that. Always have true nature in charge. Don't let our 6 organs in charge. Fame and power and gain, benefit means wealth, power, or other stuff are a person that limit our mind. Because today, you look at the world today, how many people commit illegal stuff because of fame and power and wealth and other stuff. Why? Because they pursue all those material stuff in our life. That's why Holy Teacher, even Holy Mother, keep remind Buddhas, even remind all of us, don't take all this material stuff too seriously. Because one day we have to leave this world. We have to go. We cannot take with all of us. No matter how big the house we have, how big the car we have, how much money we have, we cannot take anything with all of us. We cannot. So we need to understand that. Once we understand, we know what we have to do in our this life. Okay? Sometimes we over pursue. That's Holy Teacher in New York, staff member class. Holy Teacher said, in America, too much concentrate on the fame, power, wealth, all those kind of stuff, material stuff. That's why we kind of lost a little bit. We need to tell ourselves, don't over pursue, okay? Don't overdo. The children of absolute heaven, including temples, must differentiate truth and from the non-truth. What does truth and the fourth word, the non-truth? Truth means our true nature. What is true nature? It's our Buddha nature. When we leave this world, we have a true nature to go with us. We have a true nature in ourselves. And we also have merit and karma with us. Not true is all the material stuff like fame, power, wealth, material stuff, houses, cars, money. That's not true because we only have a right to use it. We don't have the right to own it forever. Now, for example, like a house or cars. Once we leave this world, what happened? The name of the house, car, anything else will be changed in a few days. Okay? We belong to somebody else. Don't worry about it. We belong to somebody else. We will find out they will belong to somebody else in a few days. So don't over pursue that. Don't over pursue that. God and Buddha, even the Holy Mother, keep telling all of us very important concept here. In this world, we pursue a lot. Okay, that's why you see the Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they're willing to donate most of their money to the society, to their foundation, to help the sentient being. Why? Because they understand a little more than some people. They know they cannot take all of them with them. So do not attach the mundane and then world. The same thing, do not attach and maintain material stuff, which is because we think we have loved one here, we have children, grandchildren. Don't forget, after grandchildren, the grandchildren, they will not remember us anymore. Okay, a few generations later, nobody knows us. So don't attach this mundane world. We have the place to go. We need to create. We need to cultivate and propagate to accumulate our own merits and credit and virtues. We need to go back one day. We have enough merit, virtue to go back. Okay? At that moment, we leave this world. We are not here. We ask our grandchildren to give us some credit. Okay? Give us some merit. They will not know. Okay? They are too busy for their lives. Okay? Let's finish the last sentence. Do not be trapped by emotion. Okay? Do not be trapped. Okay? That's why Holy Mother keep talking about emotion, 7 emotion here. Okay? Everybody should remember that 7 emotion. Transcend from the bitter sea means get out from this bitter sea. Bitter sea is this world. Underworld, hell, all bitter sea. But why Holy Mother, God, and Buddha keep talking about bitter sea? Because all the sentient beings are in a reincarnation. Do not attach one's desire stubbornly. Yeah, that's the problem we have. We attach to our desire stubbornly. We won't let go. We use our 6 organs in charge our daily life. We don't let our Buddha nature in charge. So we need to learn, we need to change that. That's why escape, Holy Mother wants us to escape from thinking to reincarnation, to avoid reincarnation. To avoid reincarnation. The reincarnation means what? Reincarnation means birth, death, and rebirth. So Holy Mother wants us to what? Escape from reincarnation. So we need to what? Do not attach to our desires. So 7 emotion, 6 desires, we need to manage and control well. So we're going to stop here today. At the end, I would like to thank the mercy of God, great virtue of Holy Masters and teachers, kindness of transmitters, lecturers, temple hosts, staff members, all of you to give me advices if I say something improperly. Thank you.